Sam, you wanna talk? Let's talk.
Ever since we started being a couple, things have been going well. Like, really well. But at a certain point, Cora, we gotta make sure Cora's alright with this.
You haven't told her already?
I keep meaning to, and there's just never the right time. Alright, I keep checking out about it, you got me. I'm just so damn happy. It's hard to rock the boat.
I think things are going super well too.
Right. Sorry, you play hell with my attention span sometimes. But it's not just about you and me. It's about my daughter too. I'm not sure how much you've talked with Cora, but I think you should. Hey, if you're happy with what we have right now, you don't have to. But if we get much more serious, I need to know Cora's on board.
Shouldn't you be the one to talk to her?
Oh, I'm gonna talk with her too. But Cora and I are a package deal. She needs to get to know you and at least be okay with us being an item. I really hope that's not a deal breaker.
I'm gonna talk with Cora. Fun.
Don't worry about it. She doesn't bite. Well, not anymore.
Alright, Cora, where are you at? I'll take that. Cora! Hey, Cora! Upstairs, maybe? Cora? Where the hell is she?
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grab drive so we can float around.
I hear her. There she is.
Mom says later this year we can spend a whole week together. A week!
I have a book for you if you're interested.
Okay.
Oh, I have nothing. Never mind. I need to discuss something important with you about Sam and I.
Good. I've been wanting to ask you something too. Me first. Why did you help us out with Mom? It was super dangerous.
Because I care for you and your father's a great deal?
I know. I mean, anyone around the two of you knows that. What are your intentions with my father?
Well, I care about him a lot.
Good. Just so you know, I like you too. Dad's never been happier. Well, we've never been happier. So if you guys need to sneak off to smooch some more sometime, you have my blessing. That's how it works, right?
I could never replace Lillian, but maybe one day. Nah. Your blessing means the world to me.
You're very welcome.
Alright, Sam.
So, how'd the talk with Cora go?
I got her blessing.
Her blessing? Huh. Cora and her Jane Austen novels. I keep thinking back to what you were saying, that we're lucky. I don't know, luck is too small a word. With so many people out there, the odds of, well, finding you feels like destiny. I mean, look, I'm trying to play it cool. But you gotta know, I'm crazy about you. And, well, how do you see this playing out?
I see us wildly madly in love, enjoying every minute of it.
Am I the only one that feels almost guilty? So many people have got problems and all. And me, I get to be with you. I'll see you later, love.
Captain Laura.
Hey.
It's pleasant to see you.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out.
What, no formal tour of the ship?
Oh, sure. First a tour, followed by a formal dinner at the captain's table. Let's get one thing straight. You're here for business, not for a vacation, so let's start by talking about Delgado's Sudden Olive Branch.
Why follow Delgado's orders if you're not in the Crimson Fleet?
Because the only way to achieve a win is by agreeing to play the game in the first place. Worst case scenario, I don't make the fleet, but I end up a couple thousand credits richer. That's almost a win-win, don't you think?
I could see how that would be unsettling.
Well, I'll be damned. Someone from the fleet finally agrees with me about something. It's a goddamn miracle. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal?
Why don't you ask Neva yourself?
Don't play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, you gonna tell me what else you're here for or not?
Neva asked me to steal the Earth Savior Award.
Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
What was the original plan you had with Neva?
I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dubrovsky, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place.
You don't want to be on Neva's bad side.
That would imply that Neva has a good side to begin with. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
What do you consider normal prey?
Merchant vessels, transport, supply convoys, mining settlements, you get the picture. But taking on a megacorp, that's a really big deal. Something the Crimson Fleet stayed away from in the past. Sounds to me like Delgado's either getting desperate, or this is leading to an even bigger score down the road.
Wonder all you want, that's all the information you're getting. Or,
Oh, I see. We're playing this game now. Fine. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dombrowski without my help.
I don't see a way around a little quid pro quo.
you obviously have something specific in mind.
Well, it appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, you're in no position to make demands right now. Just do as you're told.
Fine. You want to play it that way, and suit yourself. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Looks like we got a party to crash. And I left my tux and tails in my other ship.
Anything you could tell me about the gala?
The event's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter.
What's a full-timer?
Someone with enough disposable income to afford a permanent six-figure cabin aboard one of Triton's finest space liners. Consider it similar to owning a luxury mobile vacation home. Plaything for the wealthy, you get the gist.
I didn't bring my dinner jacket.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
Hey, if there's any Aurora around, then I'll be at a party.
All right, Speedy, take it easy. You're not gonna find that kind of junk aboard a Trident Starliner. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their Starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
Can't I just kill Dombrowski and take his credentials off his body?
You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you 2 reasons. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants, I suspect. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding Gal Bank, now will it?
What's the deal with this Terran Preservation Society?
They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important. In reality, this is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too much money get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society.
Can you help me with the Earth Savior Board?
As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan?
I've just gotten started.
Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms.
Gotcha.
Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
There's nothing quite like the view from the Starfield
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society? So, what brings you aboard? Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
What can you tell me about the Term Preservation Society?
I'm a silver member of the Society, but only 100,000 more credits and I hit the gold tier.
Okay. Do you have any information regarding the Earthsavers Award?
That award is such a joke. It's for members of the Society to pat their own backs for spending the most money on the cause.
You know anything about Larry Dubrovsky?
Larry likes to drop overly complex words into conversations. I'm sure he knows that it annoys people, but he does it anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
Here for business? Larry has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button. Nice to have met you.
Okay, that's not good. He has that much power.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? Yes, he's some kind of top dog over at Galbank. I heard he replaced someone that was caught running a fake loan scam. It's for the Society's high rollers. If you don't have more than 8 figures in your account, I wouldn't even bother going after the award.
Okay.
That's all then? Okay.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard the Starliner.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
The Society chip. Let's put it this way. He's screwed over so many people. If he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him.
That's dark.
Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
So, what brings you aboard? Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
All these
An
patrons.
open bar would have been nice. But Trident's gouging us.
Mind moving along? I'm trying to enjoy the celebration. Yeah, can we do this later?
Okay.
I'm busy.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times.
Here for business or pleasure? I heard he uses Galbank's VIP suite on the Siren of the Stars almost monthly. Does the man ever do any real work? Well, that was boring.
Due to an unfortunate accident, we're halting our spacewalk experience for
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin
Pleased
in
to
a
make
quiet
your
and orderly fashion.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard a Starliner.
I'm sorry. I don't believe we've met. Do I know you?
Nope, you're not exactly the type of human being I can stand being near.
Well, it appears that this cat has claws. How terrifying. I'm certain we've never been acquainted before, so I'll do you the courtesy of forewarning you about the impertinence that's to follow. When you approach me, I'd highly advise you to choose your words carefully. Otherwise, it's likely they will be your last. I think we're done here. Good day. We're speaking again. Lovely. I can't possibly think of anything I'd rather be doing at this very moment.
You're definitely into some shady stuff.
Oh, think you've cracked the case, Detective? Bravo. I'm not certain why you're approaching me with this harassment, but I can assure you that you've made a potentially life-threatening mistake.
Did I?
Perhaps you're unaware of the extent of my influence, or perhaps you're irrevocably stupid. I'll assume it's the latter and overlook it for now.
Alright, guess I can't do nothing with this guy, so...
Society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for the society. That view is absolute. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
Oh, that's... Oh.
Nice to have met you.
Okay.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events before this time. Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important.
Isn't it risky to hold the award ceremony aboard a starliner?
Not at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest in cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe.
When will the award ceremony occur?
Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all.
I heard you're in charge of the Earth Savior Award?
Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask?
Has the award ever been stolen?
During my tenure? Oh, certainly not. There was an unfortunate incident where my predecessor attempted to sell the award to the highest bidder, but that was quickly resolved. Needless to say, they'll be spending the rest of their life in a UC prison.
What do you mean, transfer of the award?
Well, the Earth Savior Award is one of a kind. The Blue Diamonds alone are irreplaceable. Since we can't produce a new award every year, it's instead passed from one recipient to the next. I supervise the transfer and make certain that there's ample security during transport and at the destination.
I'd love to get a look at such a fabulous award.
Yes, it's quite marvelous, isn't it? Absolutely priceless. Alas, I'm afraid you'll just have to wait for the ceremony to see it in all its glory. It's far too valuable to be left anywhere else except the master safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
You tried the canopies? Horrid.
Okay.
Positively horrid.
So...
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the...
Yes, suits it is.
You gotta admit, this is something else. So much obvious extravagance you can choke on it.
Sorry, do I know you?
You don't know me, but yeah, you're in hell of a trouble.
Okay, that's a hell of a way to open a conversation. Why don't you cut the crap before I tell my partner that you're harassing me? Believe me, you don't want to piss him off.
I know about your affair with Dombrowski.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? How did you... That idiot. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy?
Are you willing to part with your Galbank credentials?
You're not very bright, are you? I'm a grade C3 exec at Galbank. That means my credentials get me into 2 places, the front door and the ladies' room. If that's all you really want, you're certainly welcome to them.
Let's try persuading. All I need is information incriminating on Dombrowski.
If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that?
I'll find out the information one way or another, so you might as well benefit now.
That's true. You have come this far already.
I have information that could seriously damage.
You know more about me than I suspected. Can't have that.
Because Dombrowski deserves everything that's coming to him.
As much as I can't stand Larry, I'm not sticking my neck out to bring him down. You know what? Forget it. The price of doing business by slinging mud is way too steep. What else you got?
Alright.
You're willing to pay me to give you dirt on Larry? Sorry, I thought I'd end up on the short end of the deal. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
You know, if I had a credit for every time I heard a criminal say I had the perfect scheme all worked out, I'd be a damn millionaire.
Yeah, well, it was perfect. Foolproof. Until I trusted that asshole.
You hate the guy so much. Why were you defending him a moment ago?
I didn't know who the hell you were. For all I knew, you were working for Dombrowski. It's called playing it cool. You should try it sometime.
How many credits are we talking about?
I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say that I'd be sent to prison for a long time if Galbank figured it out.
Tell me about the scheme.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them.
Think he was using you?
Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back.
Why didn't you confront him?
I was going to confront him back on Jemison, but then he invited me on this little trip through the stars. All expenses paid, first-class accommodations, the works. I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer?
If you want revenge, give me proof I can use against him.
I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
What was Dombrowski and Vera's contribution to the Galbank scheme?
What, are you writing a damn novel? Fine. Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their comnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not.
What exactly is going on between you and Dombrowski?
What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
Honestly, I don't blame you one bit.
Hey, if that's what it takes to bring him down, why not?
Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right?
What was your contribution to the Galbank scheme?
I wrote a a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right? I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Excuse me.
Glad to have you aboard. Welcome to the purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today?
What exactly does Chief Pursuer do on a Starliner?
An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks.
Can I store things with confidence in your safe?
Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe.
I'd like to take a peek at the Earth Savior Ward.
I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip. Have a safe journey.
So I'm gonna need key. Okay.
Any complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff.
That view is...
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman.
I need your claim ID for the Earth Savior Ward.
Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that?
Send over the claim ID so I can be on my way.
And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand? I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Okay, I gotta,
I'm trying to be reasonable here. I mean, it might be okay.
That's what I like. I know you'd like to help me if you could.
You don't know what you're talking about. Ugh, this is utterly preposterous. I'm not giving you anything.
But I just... What?
I should say so. The nerve of you to even ask something so stupid.
Huh? But I... What?
Vera giving you trouble?
How can you tell me how Claudia Swift...
Claudia Swift is a low-level employee at Gold Bank. Barely holds a decent security rating there, so there's not much to tell. Her cabin was paid for by Dombrowski, and she's been hovering near him ever since they boarded the Siren. Normally that wouldn't raise any eyebrows, but the fact that Dombrowski's married to someone else, that changes people's perception just a little bit. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid What's the status?
The award is in the pursuer's office, but I need to claim ID.
Like the ship's purser probably told you, it's because the system is completely automated. The only way you're gonna get the award is by using Sheila's claim ID. But she's not going to just hand it over. Here, give her this. I'm certain it'll help. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. Go do something useful, okay?
Alright, third time's a charm. Come on.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman. Excuse me? And why in...
If you don't hand it over, I'll tell everyone about your little nest egg in Paradiso.
Oh my goodness. How did you know about that? There's no need to make a scene. If you're here to steal the award, there's nothing I can really do about that, is there? Here, take it.
Great.
I've done this particular cruise run several times.
They're not taking any chances with the passenger goodies. Not that I blame them.
I'll take those credits too. And that's it. Alright, we got the award. Now I gotta talk to Dombrowski.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties.
So, what brings you aboard?
Hello. You here for the charity event?
You often attend honest and worthy causes?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that attending these types of events tends to absolve one of their sins and cleanse their soul. But something tells me you're not really here to discuss the event. What did you really want to talk about?
I'm more interested in what's going on at Galbank.
Oh, I'm afraid that's a bit outside my wheelhouse. I work for UC Security, so I don't think I could be of much help. I have nothing to do with Galbank.
Claudia Swiss says you have information about Larry Dombrowski.
Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Really well done. You almost sounded believable. Almost.
Maybe I'll hand any evidence I already have over to the authorities.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
Return to Evgeny Rokov.
Quite a lovely starliner.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested.
He's involved in an embezzlement scheme with Dombrowski and Swiss.
Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. But it's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows.
A ship-wide emergency might do the trick.
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Guess I'll do whatever it takes to get it done.
just pointing out that life support supports life, like you and me. This is great.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help.
You have the lowdown on Gabriel Vera?
On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cred stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet.
Once the emergencies is sounded, does the ship's lockdown work?
All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way we keep the halls clear and avoid a panic. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin doors will automatically unlock. This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. But in our case, it's like having an all-access pass.
Where exactly is the life support system located?
There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starfield ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside.
Okay.
Remember, the moment you shut down that system, the entire ship goes into lockdown mode.
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security of the island.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping the ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
Hello.
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rockoff's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you?
I need to get into the life support area.
Oh, sorry. That area is off limits. No exceptions.
Captain Rockoff said he's willing to forgive your gambling debt.
Oh, really? Well, that changes things quite a bit. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away?
Alright.
Remember not to touch anything, please.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna touch anything. No, just yeah, have a nice walk. Choo, choo.
At least this looks like a ship. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they had maids somewhere else here.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Everybody left. Just me. Oh no.
No more music? I was hoping to show my dance moves.
ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
That's not my cabin. Alright, talk.
Yeah, well, if people saw
I
how
was
good
wondering
these
if you
people
were the
have us,
cause of the ship-wide
it'd be a
emergency.
revolution.
It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
Dombrowski has something that the Crimson Fleet wants. Okay, I'm undercover with UC's stuff and I need everything you've got on Dombrowski.
You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the old UC, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over evidence?
Claudia says you've been cheating out of your fair share of the kill.
Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I could end up in jail.
Your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Before I make any deals, you mind telling me what I'm buying?
Oh, I've got everything you're gonna need. This is a one-stop shop for you. We're talking a slate loaded with dates, account numbers, ID scans, even an audio recording. It was my little insurance policy in case the shit hit the fan. There's a solid enough trail here to send Dombrowski straight to jail.
Why did you let Dombrowski have all the numbers in the first place?
Dombrowski had the authorization to wipe out records on Galbank's system without raising any red flags. I let Claudia talk me into that. She said she had him wrapped around her finger. Apparently, she was wrong. At least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
Alright, confront Larry Dombrowski.
You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
That's not happening. I'm not gonna kill anybody. Ah, there's over here.
All passengers, may I have your attention?
Wait, I'm hungry. Ah.
Please. The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency.
Well,
Please report
well.
to your cabins in an orderly
You
fashion.
must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
How did you know I was involved?
You don't actually believe that I'd venture into such precarious criminal territory without a proper bird's-eye view of the situation, do you? I'm uncertain why you've become entangled in this spider's web, but this situation demands swift and resolute action.
There isn't going to be a negotiation.
Au contraire, my misguided friend. There's a bargain that needs to be hammered out, and you will listen to the facts before we proceed. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me.
Hang on, I need to get to the source to understand what you're saying.
Forgive me. Sometimes I forget that I have to fraternize with people below my intellect. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my GalBank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
You know, when my number gets called up, I hope I handle it like this guy. I'm impressed, really.
How do I know you won't report your credentials stolen?
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself.
You don't mind turning over your credentials to me?
Obviously, that wouldn't be my preference, but I have little choice. Though Larry Dombrowski will be mysteriously vanishing after this cruise, and possession of the credentials becomes ludicrous at that point.
That's all I want.
Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
We got wanted. Oh, let's go talk to Evgeny.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned. I wish you hadn't blown away the gambling debt that Sandine owed me. But hey, you got the job done.
I'm the one that took out. I got what I wanted.
I'm glad one of us did. I'm just hoping you'll put in a good word for me with Delgado. Otherwise, I've risked my career for nothing. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Of course, of course. I understand completely. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Doverbeach.
Why'd you call me Tovarich?
Don't worry, it's not an insult. It's a very old Russian word for comrade. It's what I intend to call you from now on, so get used to it.
Don't worry about it.
Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Always. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
All passengers,
See to New
may I
Atlantis.
have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Captain Lara, hello. I am satisfied.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the GalBank archives. May I see your credentials, please?
Here you go.
Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives.
There are bounty hunters here. It's a classic setup.
How the hell did you know that? Look, Ecliptic busted in here and said something about letting you walk into the archives, and then they're gonna jump you. I'm supposed to let you in and then get the heck out of here. They said if I didn't do exactly what they said, they'd kill me. Just be careful. I don't even know how many of them are hiding in there.
Alright, let's go.
Engaging hostile.
I missed my shot. Oh my god.
They're gone. Looting the dead ain't glamorous, but it sure is profitable.
One guy up there.
Time to finish this.
Still up there.
Wanna mess with me and my friend? Ah!
Come on, burn.
Any straight you can walk away from is a good one.
What do you have on you? Space helmet. Okay. $664, 72, 56, 64. They're both the same. Resistance. Headhunter deals 25% damage on the next attack after hitting it with its head. Incoming energy. Hacker plus 2 max attempts. That.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet.
Paid him back the creds I owed him.
Rokov made me do everything, but at least you got what he wanted.
Still a lazy old bastard, huh? Can't say I'm surprised.
That's not exactly filling me with confidence, Rook, so I'm going to leave it up to you. Is Rokov in, or is he out?
I say he's out, but we should pay him for his work on this job.
Huh. Interesting. You think it's worth wasting credits on the guy?
It's not even worth wasting a bullet on Rokov.
If Rokov had anything to do with putting this information about Crix's legacy in our hands, then I say cut him in for a taste. You don't like it, Neva? Too bad. Speaking of which, Let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
Whoa. EM class is an absolute no-go. There ain't a ship alive that can handle that.
EM class giant?
Don't know that one, huh? Well, pick up your pencil. There's gonna be a test on this later. EM class means the planet is giving off a ridiculously high amount of electromagnetic radiation. We're talking off the charts here. Fly your ship anywhere near one of these death traps, and you'll blow every single circuit on your ship. You'd be dead in space. Get it?
There's got to be a way.
Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creeks hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
Creeks wouldn't have given up.
That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been slipping away lately. Neva, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called the ComSpike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that ComSpike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the ComSpike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction.
You don't give up easily, do you?
We do or we die. That's the way Creeks did things. And that is the way we should have been doing it for years. It's as simple as that.
We'll do the best we can.
Best we can? What are you, 5?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Creeks' legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of bullshit. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me. Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Why are we standing here? Okay.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee. Scalding.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award? Or am I gonna be very disappointed?
Here you go.
Well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket. Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to roll call. But that's on you. Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up and I might even start respecting you. All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
Report mission progress on UC Vigilance.
You've got stuff to smuggle. I've got the stuff.
Once we get rid of all the pirates, the galaxy will be better.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume?
News travels fast around here.
We told you we'd be keeping tabs on you. So, did you get information for us or not?
I was able to successfully steal the Galbank credentials.
Yes, and I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives. We've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world.
How did you know all that?
The Bannock system was the site of a significant battle during the Narian War. I had to do a research paper on the subject at the Academy.
The God will figure it out.
It sounds like you admire that lunatic.
I don't admire him, but you have to admit he's been clever.
I think his gospel's gone straight to your head. Maybe we made a mistake choosing you for this assignment.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal.
I think something called the comm spike will solve that problem.
They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4.
Are you any closer to convincing the Council to attack the Crimson Fleet?
My superiors are stubborn. They aren't going to authorize an attack on the key based on my flights of fancy, I've been told. We need more evidence that all the Crimson Fleet's plans will result in them actually getting their hands on this fabled cache of credits.
Aren't we going to warn UC Navy about the attempt to grab the comm spike?
I don't see the point. The Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline of information flowing from somewhere within the UC military. Any attempt to move the comm spike would be a waste of time. We need to play this close to the vest.
I'll report back with any evidence that I recover.
Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Krix's legacy first.
Alright. Breaking the bank complete. And with that, I'm gonna end this episode right here. Like, subscribe, share, and comment if you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.